We are presenting our first ever Autism Friendly Communities designation to KidMed Urgent Care. They have worked really hard over the last several months to get this special designation, and we're so proud and honored to be here with them celebrating that today. I think it's really going to make a tremendous impact for so many of our families. A lot of times our families feel misunderstood and really isolated and alone going out into the community, and they know that when they're here, they will receive the type of care that they deserve. We are truly honored to present our first official Autism Friendly Community designation to KidMed.
So we are extremely proud to accept this designation, and we're looking forward to being vital partners within the autism community.
So I present your official designation.
Thank you very much, Ann. Thank you. We're excited to be part of this, and for all the families out there, we hope we do you well. We know the kids need a place to feel comfortable when they get injured or when they're ill, and we hope we're able to do a good job with that. Okay. All righty.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. We are honored today to be recognized as the first business in Central Virginia, I believe, to have an autism-friendly community designation by the Autism Society. It's a designation that we've been working on for over 6 months now, getting our staff trained and ready for this, but it's an absolute honor to be recognized for that.
So Matthew's now 15, almost 16. He was diagnosed with autism when he was 3. He also has 2 younger brothers who are 13 and 9, and they also have autism. So we are a family with 3 boys on the spectrum. And we've been to KidMed a bunch of times.
As well.
Yeah, it never fails that the kids get sick or have some injury or spike a fever when the pediatrician's office is not open, because that's the way parenting goes. So we first came to KidMed when Matthew was 2, and he had a case of RSV, and he was having trouble breathing. And he actually saw Dr. Mark here at that time. So Dr. Mark's been around us for a long time, and that was a really good experience overall for being our sort of first emergency experience as first-time parents back then. And him getting Matthew hooked up with some meds and feeling a lot better in a short amount of time. But we've been back several years later after that. Matthew needed some stitches, and again, overall good experience. The staff members responded really well. So knowing they went through this extra training with the Autism Society and really leveling up their game and making the spaces so accessible to kids with autism, I think is an amazing development.
So now 1 in 36 individuals is diagnosed with autism, so the prevalence rate has gone up tremendously in recent years. Autism is a developmental disability that really impacts an individual's ability to communicate, and oftentimes a lot of our children have a hard time expressing themselves and can be misunderstood out in the community. So the Autism Society of Central Virginia has been in the area for over 40 years, but we've grown our program significantly just in the last couple years to really lean in and meet the demands of the growing community and population.
So one of the things that we did is we set up a sensory room. We designated one room that's an interior room here where there's no windows, and it is a more of a quiet room. We put sound and smell dampening strips on the floor under the door. We put filters on the light to dim the lights a little bit. We have bubble tanks and fiber optic lights in there for stimulation for the kids. But then in addition to that, we have sensory kits that actually can be used in any room, but especially in that room. The reason for the designation is we want parents to realize that it's not just wording, it's actual steps that we put in place. We trained everyone from our front desk staff all the way back to our clinical staff to be able to recognize children with autism, recognize the special needs that they have and the differences that they have, and then for us to go ahead and institute things on our end that make their visit more comfortable.